ElecGear launched several Hall and TMR joystick kits for different controllers. The video applies to DSE, PS for PS5, and Xbox models with ElecGear Calibration FPCB. In this video, we'll demonstrate you how to use the desoldering kit, solder the Calibration FPCB, and calibrate the new joystick. See what's in the box. Different models come with different TMR sticks, and several models come with Calibration FPCB. DSE, PS4, and PS5, Xbox. These Calibration FPCB share unified design and the same calibration procedures. The middle pin 2 of the joysticks are insulated with a blue tube. NS Pro 1, PS4, PS5, Xbox Elite 2, and Xbox Series S and X come with bare TMR sticks with no FPCB. They're planned to directly solder onto the PCB. Simple PCB holder solution included. This H-shaped metal frame is for DSE. Fold it and carefully hold the DSE PCB. Other models come with 3D printed PCB clamps. Wrap the PCB edge and carefully insert the clamps. Be careful, do not knock off small parts on the board. The CSE'd copper plate. Attach the Teflon handle onto the plate. High temperature resistant Teflon pad protects your desktop. Soldering flux tube. Multi-strand wire performs better than typical desoldering wick. Solid Teflon wire, its diameter is 1 mm. It helps with cleaning the via, and also used as a hole gauge. I'm demonstrating how to use the desoldering kit. Hold the PCB firmly on the desk. Screw the white tube onto the heating plate. Use a big iron tip. Set the soldering station at a proper temperature. 320 to 350 is recommended. Resolder all the 14 soldering joints with low temp solder 6337 suggested. Make the joints a little bigger. Place the plate onto the Teflon pad. Apply some solder to heat it up. Move the hot plate onto the PCB. Lift the plate and place it on again for several times. The whole joystick gradually heats up. Move the hot plate around to make all 14 prongs well heated. You may need to add some more solder both onto the plate and joints. Try to pull off the joystick little by little. Finally, it came off smoothly. Apply some flux on the joints. Remove the solder with the red wire. You may need to add some solder. Twist the wire for more suction. Poke the via with the help of the Teflon wire. Clean the PCB with pure alcohol or PCB liquid. Check if the sensor's holes meet the 1.0 mm standard. This is vital, especially for sticks with insulated pins. It's ready for a new stick. I use DSE as an example to demonstrate how to solder the joystick and Calibration FPCB. First, I'd like to make sure the PCB holes were large enough to go through the joystick prongs. Cut the Teflon wire. Check if the sensor's holes meet the 1.0 mm standard. The sticks were pre-insulated with blue tubes on the middle pin 2. Insert the stick and make sure it is aligned with the PCB. Check if the pin 2 and its blue tubes are intact with enough height. However, The blue tube must be replaced if it retreated like this. Remove the old. Insert the spare tube partially. Cut it and press it down. It's okay this time. Solder the 4 biggest prongs diagonally. Hold the PCB firmly on the desk. This DSE holder is directional. Put the FPCB onto the main PCB and solder the pad C first. Check if the FPCB is aligned with the joystick and main PCB. Solder the XO pad to the main PCB. Do not scratch the blue tube. Solder the YO pad to the main PCB. Do not scratch the blue tube. Solder V, G, and other 5 prongs. Peel the blue wire and twist it. Tin the wire. Add some solder on XI pad. Solder the wire on XI. Pull the wire and lean it against the pin 2. Solder them together. Cut the wire. Do the same on YI. Check the connections with the multimeter. X sensor inputs the signal to MCU pin 11. MCU outputs the processed signal from pin 18. The resistance of the second order RC filter is 6.6 thousand or 2000 ohm. XO of FPCB connected to the XO of main PCB. XI and XO are not short connected. Y sensor inputs the signal to MCU pin 3. MCU outputs the processed signal from pin 7. Make sure no soldering joints missing. And no missing onboard electronics components. If the problem persists after all attempts, consider that the MCU pad may be damaged due to folding or soldering. Try to solder all the 20 pins of MCU. Use a magnifying glass or camera to magnify the view. By the way, short connect the S pad to disable the setting mode. Of course, this step is optional. We have finished the soldering. Now assemble all the parts. Next step is to calibrate the ElecGear-Calibration FPCB. Open the Gamepad Tester webpage or other testing app is also okay. Fully tilt the joystick at the largest angle and then plug in the USB cable. This is setting mode A. The dot is jumping at 4 poles. Now rotate the stick 3 or 4 circles at the max angle. Press the button to save the data, and then release the thumbstick cap. Do not touch it when it's reading the physical center. Unplug the USB cable to power off the controller. Power on again to see how it works. Press down the button and do not release it, and then power on the controller. This is setting mode B. It shows the center of the stick. Reset it by pushing the stick up or down, left or right. Press the button to confirm the new center point. The dot jumps to the first pole. Push inward to shrink the range. Set the value to 1.0 and press down the button to save the data. It jumps to the second pole. Repeat the steps for all the 4 poles. Unplug the USB cable. When you see the dot keep still at the center, that's it. We finished the setting. Now, check how it works. Check the track of clockwise and counterclockwise rotation. See if it reaches the circle everywhere. Check if the center is seriously at the center. Check the 4 poles to see if they reach the circle. Check how it works at 45 degrees. You can go to the setting mode B again, add more steps after 1.0, or remove some steps on any pole to customize the outer range. The range that can be finely tuned will be helpful for some games. Plus, the accurate center setting. A new controller with Hall or TMR stick is born.